Hi guys, welcome to Susie Makes It. In today's video we're gonna be doing some shed moving. We have to move the shed in the house. Let me show you which one it is. We're in between projects here. This is the shed that we have to move by July, the end of July. And what happened is that this shed, we made it here, but it's not completely attached to the house, but it is contiguous to the house. So it's not supposed to be like that. The city came and they said that it has to be 3 feet away from any structure. So what we're gonna do, thankfully this one was made 3 feet apart. I'm so glad. Otherwise, I don't know, I would have probably lost it a little bit. But this one here, we have to move it, and we're going to move it to this side over here. So we started moving everything, shifting everything towards the right, and then I'm gonna move my planter and all my stuff here also towards here to the left. And then probably once the shed is here already, I'm gonna move this planter to where the shed is. So we'll see, and we'll probably have to do like a concrete pad here because I don't want to have any dirt, and that has been the issue here all along in this this house. So we're moving this shed. It has to be 3 feet away, and I think that's going to give it ample space, so when they come back and inspect, they can okay it. It's going to be a great and big job, so we have to do it in pieces, pull it apart, and then set it on that side. I didn't make this shed. This one we hired somebody to make it, so it's gonna be a little bit of a challenge for me to put it back together again. Here comes a helicopter. But we do have a little bit of time, so hopefully we can get it all in time and we can do it right. This right here behind me is for another project. It's for the pathway for the side yard that we are making at the same time. So if you haven't seen that video, go ahead and check it out right here. I'm gonna leave a card, and let me show you also this that I'm about to finish. This is the other project that I'm working on right now. This is the flagstone pathway that finishes the side yard pathway, and we're ending the project here, adding the polymeric sand. So that's what I'm gonna do right now, because we have a nice sunny day, and it'll be able to dry out and we can get things done. So really excited about this. Not too excited about this project right here for the shed moving, but we'll make it happen as always, right? So let's go ahead and start the moving, and I can show you a couple of tips of what to do if this happens to you, which I'm really hoping it never happens to you, but just in case. So to begin with, we needed to have the area where the shed was gonna be completely cleared. We noticed that we had a couple of things to do before doing that, which was clearing the area there and adding a little bit of a concrete slab at the very edge, right there where you see that we're moving stuff, by the fence. Also, just to make sure that the shed is not near any structure, we're gonna remove the fence from behind the shed and on the side. To see how we finished the concrete slab really easily, go ahead and check out the video right here. You're not gonna wanna miss it if you're doing a project like this. Getting this concrete slab done and removing all the fence around it and having everything cleared really set us up so that we could have this shed move done as easily and trouble-free as possible. This is what we are going to have to take out. It's a lot, guys. I don't know where I'm gonna put it. We are pretty much full over here. I'm gonna try to move stuff, but otherwise I'm gonna have to put a lot of the stuff in the side patio, the one that I just fixed. But it's just gonna be temporary. I'm gonna be putting all the tools over here on this side and over here as well, and hopefully it goes smoothly. Door coming down. I hope it doesn't fall. I took a little video of how everything looked inside. That way I can have some reference for the future when I'm putting it all back together again. Oh, goodness. Oh my gosh, things are falling, guys. Sorry. Oh, I caught it. I caught my drill before it fell. This is my best friend. Goodness. So I discovered something really important, which is this is not installed properly. They never took off this so that it could stick to the roof here, and I think we can just take it off. Nope, not a chance. I had to get up there again and start thinking how to get all of these shingles off of the roof. So I got a pry bar and started going all along on the side and took out as much as possible. Then my dad came up and he decided to do something even better. He got a shovel and he just started lifting the whole roof. Then we put some ladders so that it could slide down, and my dad told me to step away because I was right underneath the whole thing. We moved quickly and then we started taking off the plywood that was underneath the shingles. And there we also had like a little mishap because my dad unscrewed the last screw of one of the panels and it slid, and thankfully I was there to stop it, but it was kind of scary. So gotta be careful and just make sure that you're in the right position to unscrew things and be safe as you're taking apart things. I was happy and glad that we were done with the roof. I'm not afraid of heights, but being on ladders is something that I'm always very careful about because I've had some really close calls, these one included. So be safe out there, guys. Take proper precautions and enjoy your DIYing safely. Okay, so we're up here. Everything was attached with screws, and then we were able to take out everything, but there were some screws that were hidden and we weren't able to see them, and then that was what's preventing us from making it easier. So now we have these screws over here. We're gonna start taking apart the top part here, and then from there we're gonna be able to take out the side panels and the front panel and hopefully move everything. But oh my gosh, that was really scary. And another thing that was scary was this. We were able to get this down in one full piece, minus some cracked shingles there, but I have extra material. I don't know if we're gonna put it back up like this. I think the best way would be to put some of this kind of roof, wavy roof. That would be much better. With the roof off, we were able to keep dismantling the whole shed, and what we had to deal with was just nails, screws, and glue. So that's what we started doing. Just wherever we found screws, we unscrewed, and if there was any glue, I started using my oscillating tool. Okie dokie, guys, so here we are with the oscillating tool, cutting all the nails, and then the next part that's gonna come off is gonna be the front. As you can tell here. Oh my gosh, falling. Oh my god, watch out. We were able to take out the side panel, and my dad's working on taking off a screw there. I'm gonna see if I can take this off. There are two screws that are coming from underneath, and I can't take them off because my oscillating tool only has blades for wood and plastic. So let me try to see if I can get this just by pulling down. This is all, folks, at least for today. Alright guys, today we're gonna be moving this front frame that we have taken off, and we're gonna move it to the side somewhere here, and then we're gonna figure out how to remove the bottom part, and because the back is also attached, we're gonna see if we need to remove that, or if we can move it all together, that would be great, and then move it over here to this side, which is a complete mess right now, but we're gonna try to do that right now. Let's go. You're too fast, Dad. So we had a screw sticking out. All you do is you get your ¿cómo se llama este, papi?
Vice grip.
The vice grip. The vice grip, and then you start moving it back and forth until you're able to bend it and break it, and that's how you do it. But my dad was too fast. Our goal was to take each of the panels complete so that when it came time to put the shed back together again, we would be able to put it a little bit easier and not piece by piece. And I think we did it. The only thing is that back panel was a beast. It was so heavy. I resorted to using some rope, and I made a type of hammock that helped me to pull up, and then my dad would push and we were able to take it out of the way. So we were able to take out all of the walls, and now we lifted with a shovel to kind of like levering, and we're doing what my dad is doing right now with the shovel, picking it up and then putting something there to lift it and be able to get it in there. Hold on, I have to help. Okay, see? Okay. So now, I don't know how it's tied up or what's going on, but we're trying to figure it out. It might be stuck underneath there as well, so we need to figure out how not to destroy the rest of this. But this is crazy. Oh, I see what's happening. Okay, I see it. There's a block there, and the block is connected to the base. I don't know how he connected it. We're gonna have to figure that out. I'll come back. I started using my pry bar to take out the top of that base, but then I saw that there were a ton of screws, so that's what we started doing, unscrewing everything, and from there we were able to get to the base and how the blocks were attached with that metal strap there with screws as well. So we were able to take it off the blocks. Just everything was screwed, and I'll show you the area how we had it there. And there's so many spiders, so my dad is cleaning it, and then we're cleaning the area, and then we're gonna start setting up to start building it up again. One thing to mention is that this is pressure treated, so this can go directly on top of the cement and it won't have any problems. So we don't need anything else other than just tying it up, I guess. So this is the base. We had asked the guy to put some plastic and then some gravel. Actually, it should have been just the gravel and no plastic bag, because we just needed it to drain. and with the plastic it wouldn't drain, right? But we had the blocks holding it tied up on both, on 4 corners, and that way that's how it stood. The big post on the corner was still up, so I decided to take it down. Later on though, I regretted that decision because later on we'll need to tie up the shed to a post, and that would have been perfect. I'm putting this metal sheet, what do you call this, like a mesh, at the bottom, because when my mom came, she said we better do this because just in case, we have to make sure that there's no rats or animals coming underneath. Oh my god, talking about rats, that was a lizard. That's always scare me. There it is. So she was right. So anyways, so I do have a little bit of this, it's a screen, right, like a metal screen, but I only have a little bit of it, only for a little bit past the quarter part of this. So I think we're gonna have to go get some more. I'm just gonna measure it and gonna put it and staple it. I have my staple gun right here. This is the one that I use, and I've had it for the longest time, and I'm just gonna use the longest staples that I have, these ones over here, and that'll be that. Just staple along, cut on the corners, and then tuck them in and make it really nice and tight. Just in case you were wondering how to load your staple gun, this is what you're gonna do. This has a cartridge over here. You're gonna push down on the cartridge and it's just gonna come out, and then you're gonna put it belly up, and you're gonna do the same for your staples, where your staples are gonna be looking, the little legs are gonna be looking up. You're gonna drop it and then just push the cartridge in, and you're all set, ready to staple 1,000 staples. One thing that I want to do is fold the edge, because it has a very sharp edge when I cut it. There's all these little things here, and these will catch on anything. So I'm just gonna turn it over, kind of make a seam, and let me show you how I do it. So I just put it down. It's gonna be kind of hard because it's folding back over, and I don't want to get up and do put something on top of this. But all you have to do is fold over however much you want to fold over. I'm just gonna do one square, and then you can put whatever you want, but I'm putting this here, folding it over with the other hand and going like that, so that you can have a stable thing here where you can fold over your metal cloth. Once you do that and you have it folded over, then you can just tap and press on that so that it stays really nice and it's very, very flat. What do you guys think? And here, we should have done this before, taking out that little corner from that post, because I need to align everything so that it goes straight along this line. But that bit is preventing it, so that's chiseling out the thing. And amazingly, the bottom concrete is not being damaged. So I think it's holding up. If you saw the dry concrete pour video, it is standing the test of time so far. We're chiseling away. This is how it ended up looking. I think it'll be alright so that we can slide this all the way to, well, it doesn't go all the way here, so that it can align to this. We'll give it a try, and if not, we'll refine it. I don't know about you guys, but I don't like to work when it's really the sun is out so much that you fry. That's what happened to me today. I worked for like maybe half an hour and then I fainted. And so one of the tips that I want to give you is try to work when the sun is not as hot and that the day is, you know, a little bit cooler. But the downside to that is that right now I'm out, but there's so many mosquitoes right now, so gotta get rid of those. But at least it's cooler. This was not easy, guys. Not easy at all. But we made it. Now we're just gonna put this big back wall over here. And then from there, once we attach and everything, we can attach the side walls and then the front. Wish us lots of luck. We're gonna need it. We're calling in my mom for reinforcements. And a tip is whenever you're moving something super heavy, use your, we have these little wheels, casters, and they've been so helpful in moving tons of stuff that honestly ourselves we wouldn't be able because of strength and all. So make it easy, work smarter, not harder. There was no time to waste, so we started putting the back panel right away, and we had to figure out how to put it in a good position so that we wouldn't get hurt. So we started moving everything around and we figured out a plan, and we started moving that huge panel there. That was the heaviest one. Here we were just trying to position it as it was before. There were some lines that the guy who made it had marked, so that helped us a lot. And then we were able to align everything together. Thankfully, there was a post behind that panel, and that belongs to the neighbor, so we were just attaching it temporarily to that so that we could start putting the rest of the panels on the sides. My dad was diligently taking out all of the nails that were left because we needed to get rid of those, otherwise the structure wouldn't fit together again. I was adding the glue to all the joints, and those are the liquid nails. They come in a tube and it's easy to just put it all along the posts. Right after the glue, I would go with my nail gun and nail gun every stud so that everything was nice and tight, and then the glue would have time to dry and everything would be secure right out of the gate. Another thing to mention, if I haven't already, is that we were screwing everything as well. Everything was screwed to the base and to each other in every corner. Almost there. Almost there. Now we just need to put the front, but we need to get rid of these big glue bunches and also some, I don't know if you can tell, there's lots of nails. My mom and dad just having fun. That's good, huh? And then here, bunch of nails, if you can tell. Using my oscillating tool to take out the glue and some pliers to take out the nails. Alright guys, next video we're gonna finish putting the shed together, reinstall the fence, reorganize the shed, and maybe a thing or two more. Until next time, God bless you guys and take care.